Yo, guys, Hangover Gang, I hope you're well. So, guys, I had a funny feeling that Tom was going to drop today because we are approaching Memorial Weekend. I used to go to the States, whether it was to New York or to Vegas around this time each year to check out Memorial Weekend, see the soldiers, etc., etc. And yeah, so it's quite a poignant time for the United States. I've met a lot of people from the military over the years and had lots of conversations. And looking at Tom MacDonald here, this track is called Freedom Ain't Free. And guys, let's check it out.
It's a time to remember the ones who we lost. The fathers and sons, the mothers and daughters who went overseas and fought so we could be free. Believe it or not, they dying for peace, they dying for speech. They died in the streets of the Middle East. They left
Dying for our freedom of speech. They're dying for peace. They're dying all over the world, dying in the Middle East. So Tom never forgets, never ever forgets. He does so much for the memorial, for American soldiers, whether they're in the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, whatever part of the military. And I've met so many soldiers in the years I've been to the States around this time each year. And I've always found them so incredibly polite, unassuming, incredible people, incredible stories. So I have a lot of time for the American military. The people I've met, every single one of them has been an absolute gem. And remember, these people are dying for each and every one of us. So whether it's in America, whether it's in Great Britain, whether whoever or wherever they are in the world, the military people, they have to take orders. So whether they agree or they disagree or not with whoever is in control, whoever's in power, they have to follow orders. And they put their life on the line each and every day. So we just need to remember that. And this is a time of year where we should commemorate that and remember that and say thank you. So guys, I'm not feeling too great today. So when I saw this, I thought I'd better drop this. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. And thank you, Tom, for putting the lyrics up below. Because it's really good for people to center in on this. And looking at this video, you've got the stars and stripes here. You've got Old Glory, the American flag here. You've got Tom just dressed in black. And it's a Tom that you don't normally see. It's not the Tom which is just dressed up for whatever you want to call it, for the rapping, the battle rapping, whatever, this, that, and the third. This is Tom giving his back to people who have given it for us. So yeah, I hope I'm making sense. I'm not feeling too great. I think I've got some sort of food poisoning or the beginnings of food poisoning. So I'm going to keep this short, but I salute to every single one of you. And I hope every single one of you realizes that, yeah, we owe a debt to you. So let's just check this again, people. Let's go.
It's a time to remember the ones who we lost. The fathers and sons, the mothers and daughters who went overseas and fought so we could be free. Believe it or not, they dying for peace, they dying for speech. They died in the streets of the Middle East. They left the family at home and picked up a gun and stormed a beach. I see a problem. We've forgotten the fallen. Nobody works.
I see a problem. We've forgotten the fallen. And that is so true. And I have to say, America does this great, does this brilliantly. They remember the fallen each and every time. But yeah, so wherever you are around the world, whatever troubles you're going through, whatever things that are happening, here in the UK, we've got our problems you know about in the States. In the States, you have your issues as well. So we need to remember that we are one whole community. We're one whole people. We're one whole human race. But we all have different and different problems and different issues at different times. But it's nice to know and to be able to recognize and to say thank you to people who gave the ultimate sacrifice for each and every one of us. Without that ultimate sacrifice, people in the First World War, people in World War II, people in subsequent wars since World War II, most of us, many of us, perhaps all of us, none of us would be here. Who knows?
And stormed the beach. I see a problem. We've forgotten the fallen. Nobody works on Mondays, so we celebrate and pop bottles while
So Monday that's in the UK, it's our bank holiday, but it's Monday you celebrate Memorial Day. I've been around for the Memorial Weekend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, etc., where we celebrate everything. You see the soldiers come out in their uniforms, etc., the sailors, this, that, and everything else. So I think this is what Tom's saying, that you're going to celebrate it, but are you actually going to realise what you're actually celebrating? It's almost like Christmas, isn't it? People all celebrate Christmas, but do they actually understand what Christmas is really about? I don't know.
Middle East, they left the family at home and picked up a gun and stormed the beach. I see a problem. We've forgotten the fallen. Nobody works on Mondays, so we celebrate and pop bottles while there's soldiers in the dirt and they all got families who are hurting. The cost of freedom is a person. They died so we ain't speaking German.
The cost of freedom is a person. And before that he said, inside people are hurting. Do people actually know what we're celebrating for? And then he was saying that if they hadn't paid the ultimate sacrifice, perhaps we would all be speaking German. It is something which we really need to think about hard, that every problem, potentially you have a resolution, but that resolution could cause more problems. So it's just something which goes round in a circle as well. So it's something that we need to think about, because everything that we do, there's a repercussion to. So we need to make certain that whatever reaction we have to initial problem, we're actually doing the right reaction to it and getting the right solution. So they all got families who are hurting.
All got families who are hurting. The cost of freedom is a person. They died so we ain't speaking German. So eat your burgers and drink your beers. Relax, enjoy your day. There were funerals and a million tears so we could live our lives this way. There were widowed wives and the children's eyes who won't see their dads again. It's a holiday for the fallen. Don't say Happy Memorial Day.
I love that. It's a holiday for the fallen. Don't say Happy Memorial Day. So when you are having a memorial and memorandum, it's time to think about something, someone, people, group, something has happened where they're no longer with us, but it's time to honor and to respect them. And that's what's missing, I find, a lot in life. I remember a few years ago when potentially, say, for instance, in England, in UK, we have football matches. I think you call them soccer matches. And back in the days when someone passed, we used to bow our heads and we used to give a minute's silence. But they changed that now in so many cases to forgetting about bowing your head to the minute's silence as a minute's applause. Really? Why can't you have the minute's silence followed by an applause after? Because the minute's silence is there for people to think and to people to focus on the individual or the team members, or whoever it was who's passed. That minute's silence is there for honour and respect. The applause can come afterwards, but that minute's silence is important. We have a 2-minute silence to mark the end of World War I, Armistice Day. And that is for people to pay their respects and just to be silent for a moment, say a silent prayer, just remember to focus on the people who actually lost their lives defending us. Can we not give people 1 minute, 2 minutes of our lives? Just as a bit of respect? Is the world moving so quickly that we have no time for others? Really? Is this a world that I want to be in? Really? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And it's amazing just looking at this and just watching Tom here, because Tom is an absolutely brilliant performer, but Tom knows that he is respectful of the people who came before him. This is why he's not jumping up and down on this. It's just Tom in front of Old Glory. We've got a guitar. It's an acoustic guitar that's playing in the background because we need to focus on what Tom's asking us to focus on. And that is those who have fallen and those who have come before us. Not about drinking beers, popping corks, etc., etc. And I have to say, I haven't been to the States for quite a while now, which is a shame. But if any of you are out around Memorial Weekend, Memorial Day, please talk to the soldiers. Please talk to the sailors, airmen, whatever it is. Speak to them, acknowledge them, say thank you. Really, just say thank you.
There were funerals and a million tears so we could live our lives this way. There were widowed wives and the children's eyes who won't see their dads again. It's a holiday for the fallen. Don't say Happy Memorial Day. Cause the freedom ain't free. Things got a cost. They paid for today with the lives we lost. So don't comply. Stand your ground. They sacrificed it all and we gotta make them proud.
You see that sacrifice. Don't comply. Stand your ground. If you believe that what you're being told in order to do is not correct, then stand up for yourself and state your case. You don't have to do anything with violence or anything like that. You don't have to scream and shout. You do not have to swear or anything like that. Just politely, respectfully, and lawfully stand your ground and comply and ask people to show you the evidence, provide you the evidence or whatever it is that you're querying, and just say, look, I don't agree with what you're telling me, and this is the reason why I don't agree. Because what Tom is saying is that these people gave up everything, were injured, maimed, lost family, friends, loved ones, to give us the chance to be able to speak up for ourselves. There are many countries where people cannot speak up, because if they speak up, they are literally dragged away from their homes. And not even that. Family members, friends, colleagues are encouraged to blow the whistle on them and to say, oh, this person is a dissident, this person is this person is that. So there isn't freedom of speech in every country. There isn't freedom to be able to stand up for yourself in every country. So what Tom is saying is that whilst we still have it here, use it, but use it wisely and use it correctly. Because without that, there's just tyranny. And if there's tyranny, tyranny leads to death.
The freedom ain't free. What's up, guys? The fourth annual Hangover Gang Memorial Day blowout and fundraiser is going down right now at hangovergang.com. We got autographed flags, autographed bandanas, autographed photos, tons of new gear. Everything on the entire website is 20% off. Use the code MEMORIALHOG for 20% off everything. And we've also got a couple special Memorial Day designs for charity. Every single penny from the charity shirts will be donated to U.S. veterans. Over the past 3 years,
Tom's been doing this year on year. I've seen him do this year and year and year. It's always for the veterans.
Every single penny from the charity shirts will be donated to U.S. veterans. Over the past 3 years, Hangover Gang has donated over $350,000 to veterans of the United States. And I'm really hoping we can push that number past $500,000 this year. So head over to hangovergang.com, get your autograph stuff, get your new shirts, get your albums, get your charity shirts, get whatever you want. And let's do our best to give back to the people that have given us so much, because America's the greatest country on earth, and if it weren't for the brave men and women who died protecting it, we'd be living in a very different world. So the Hangover Gang 4th annual Memorial Day blowout and fundraiser is going down right now. It ends Sunday at midnight. Head over to hangovergang.com, get your gear. Love y'all.
Whoa. I actually feel so much better. I have to say, before I was going to do this reaction, I was literally feeling rougher than I felt for a very long time. But seeing things like this, it inspires me, because there is good in this world. So many times, like today I was out with my friend and I was saying to him earlier today that I'm feeling flat. So it's weird. I don't normally feel flat. And what I'm trying to say about that is sometimes I'm always up. I'm always full of energy, vibrant energy. So whether it's positive energy, negative energy, whatever the energy is, I've always got that energy. But today I felt flat. It's almost like a flat line, and I didn't understand why. The weather was not great or anything like that, blah, blah, blah. But I just felt really, really flat. And sometimes you need something to happen, someone to lift your mood, just someone or something to happen to get you going again, to kickstart, to kickstart your raison d'etre, the reason to be here. Because, I was feeling flat and I was like, I've got no reason, no purpose, nothing. And I don't like having that feeling. And just seeing this video today from Tom MacDonald, Freedom Ain't Free, it just reminds me that in some ways we're very lucky. We're lucky to even be here in a position where we can even speak freely and openly about anything that is on our minds. In so many other places, in so many other countries and areas, people can't even speak freely on what is on their minds. for fear of retaliation, of fear of repercussion. So it is really important to understand about the freedoms that we have, and it's really important to be thankful for the freedoms we have, and it's even more important to be thankful and to recognize those people who actually fought for our freedoms, because many of those people are no longer here, but it's because of what those people and the actions they went through that we can do and speak and have the freedoms we have today. So I'm very thankful to them, and I'm very, very thankful that I can speak to you guys now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that reaction, and please, Hangover Gang, if you can get onto the Hangover Gang website and to purchase some goods. I think Tom said it was 20% off. All the money is going to charity for the veterans. So if you can go on that website and check it out, that would be superb. But guys, as I said, please commemorate Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend appropriately. And if you do see any vets, any serving soldiers, etc., just step up to them, say hello, shake their hand and have a conversation. Because in my experience over the years, I've had some really good conversations with them. And yeah, it's been very rewarding. So guys, please, Hangover Gang, whatever you do this weekend, just make certain that you do that. And yeah, you have yourselves a great weekend. So look after yourselves, look after each other. And guys, I'll see you at the next one.